What if Deku was Sen from Undertale Part 12? In the last one, Sen has defeated Todoroki, and the ring has to be fixed because of the damage that Sen and Todoroki made to the ring. It takes them about a few minutes, but there are something odd. On top of the stadium, there are someone watching. It was a girl. The girl looked and she said, "That was unexpected. I never guessed that he will become that strong." Well, this will be an interesting one, isn't it, Akuma? The girl put his hand to the air, and there are something coming out from her sleeve. There is somewhat a pink blob. The pink blob creates itself to be a somewhat a spear, and the blob somewhat has a face. Anyway, and if you guys know who it is, good for you. And to you guys that do not know who it is, sorry, but you guys has to wait. Anyway, it's time for Fizz and Chara match. Both of them is inside of the ring. Sen is watching on the viewing seat. Wait a second. Sorry about that. And Sen is with Eri this time. Eri is sitting on Sen's lap, and some of the girls go to Sen to ask is she really if she really his daughter. And Sen say yeah, I adopt her. Anyway, but Fizz and Chara see this and they somewhat give a bloodless and Sen can feel this and the girl that is try to play with Eri feel this as well, and they somewhat scared at Fizz and Chara. Anyway, Midnight tell them to start the match. Both of them activate their quirk, and both of them create a knife and go to attack each other. The knife collide, and there a big loud of ding. Macam you guys know what I mean. I mean. Anyway, both of them fight using fist and knife, using a flame magic and the energy slash. Prince and Chara jump backward, and both of them shout, "Soul burst!" and both of them run at each other and punch each other at the face, sending them flying backward. And both of them almost get out of the ring, but Chara almost in the wait a second, I have to think. Again? Sorry about that. I have to think to what I need. Almost at the edge of the ring. Prince is farther than Chara, and Chara know that Fritz is stronger than her, but Chara know that she is faster than Fritz. So Chara used her speed to go attack Fritz and dodge all Fritz attack. It's working, and Fritz know this that Chara is faster than her, but Fritz know that she is stronger than Chara. Fritz Chara go to attack Fritz again, and Fritz has an idea. Freeze charged one for all on her on her right arm, about 65% of one for all, and punched the ground. That made the summer earthquake and made Chara and Freeze go to the air because of the gust of wind. Chara created a wing using using her quirk to fly to the air. Freeze using float from Nana Shimura to fly to to the air to attack Chara. Both of them fighting in the air right now. It's now aerial combat. Everyone was amazed and Sen looked at this, and he somewhat not surprised, but somewhat surprised as well, because he know that Fish and Chara is this strong. And Fish has an idea. He charged 100% of one for all in her right arm and get close to Chara and punch her to the guard, sending her flying to the ground out of the ring. So the winner of this match is Freeze Dreamer. Freeze land to the ground and go to Chara to give her a hand. And Chara take this. Everyone cheer and clap their hand. And Freeze and Chara go to the waiting room. They go to the waiting room and they are on the corner. No, and they see that in front of them. No, they are on the corner and they see Sans. Wait a second. Sorry about that. They see that Sans is talking with someone. And they look closely to see who it is from the corner. And they see that it was Monoma from class 1B. Let's get early about 7 minutes earlier. San is on the way to the waiting room and he was bummed with Monoma and Monoma want to talk to him about something. San asked Monoma, what do you want to talk about? And Monoma say that, I hear you are work as Aizawa psychic, so do you ever hear of a girl that walked in the night and killed someone? And Sensei he think to himself, a girl that killed someone at the night. And Sensei, I think I hear about one girl. By the look of it, he stole a blood of her victim. And Monoma say, so it may be her. Sen hearing this and he asks to Monoma, to who are you talking about? Monoma explained about something about he has an older sister and her family was divorced when he was younger and her sister followed her father. His sister followed his father, so Monoma followed his mom after that. Monoma told San that about her sister is gone missing about 2 months ago, and I want to know about 5 months ago. And Monoma bound and asked San if he can capture her sister, and San asked Monoma, why do you want to capture your sister? Monoma said that I know about you before, about you have killed before when you were with Aizawa, and I was surprised, but I was worried if you ever meet with my sister, you might kill her. So I wish for you to not kill her, but to capture her. And Sen was surprised and somewhat admired Monoma about he loving her family member. And Sen say, I will do my best. And your sister name is her name is Himiko Toga, isn't it? Monoma nod. And you guys must thinking, this is not canon at all. But this is my what if theory, and I hear about one theory about Monoma and Toga might be related, so I choose that. And I think to myself that would be interesting, and it was. Anyway, both say understand it and say I will do my best. So, but I think you should go to your friend before they get suspicious to why you gone missing. Monoma understand this and he go away. Sans say, you can go. After Monoma get far from Sans, Sans say, I know two of you out there. So please, come out. Both Fritz and Chara come out from the corner and say, are we really that obvious? And Sans say, yup, you are. And Sans say, so you guys want to talk about something, am I right? And Fritz and Chara say, wait a second. Fritz and Chara say, yeah, do you remember about when we at the cafeteria? But we say we want to have a kid with you. Sen hearing this and he feel uncomfortable and he say, yeah, what's with it? And both Fritz and Chara ask Sen, so you want to have a kid when we getting older, when we on our 19, our last out of the school, or about 3 years after that? And Sen say, uh, and then President might say, Izuku Midoriya, Freeze Dreamer, please go to the stage, go to the fighting ring. The match will start. And Sen think to himself, oh thank God. And Sen say, well, we better get there quick. And he using his shortcut to go to the front inside of the front tunnel of one of the stadium and go walk out of it. And Fritz and Chara say, God damn it! And Fritz say, ah, I think we shouldn't ask him that question so bluntly. And Chara say, yeah, you're right. And Fritz say, anyway, I have to go fighting him right now. So wish me luck. And Chara say, you know right, I cannot wish you as I have to share send as well, you know. So I cannot wish you luck as well. I will vote for any of you to win. And Fritz say, that's okay. So see ya. Please go to the fighting ring. Riskin, please go to the fighting ring. And Mina say, are you ready? both of them nod, and the person that on the top roof of the stadium say it's about time, and she say, Akuma, get ready. The person put her hand to the air, one of her hand to the air, and the pink blob turned into somewhat a spear. When Midnight say, fight, please run up to stand and try to activate one for all at the same time. But then there is something happened. Everyone was in shock and horrified to see what happened. Freeze was pierced through the chest with a pink spear, and the person smiled with menacingly, and she and Sen looked where the spear coming from, and he looked, and there no one there. The person is gone. Sen looked at Freeze with worried face. The spear is getting shrink and it's go inside of Freeze. Freeze, Sen, and everyone was confused what just happened. And something happened. Freeze started to feel headache, and she here. It's time for me to take over. She was scared, and Freeze say, Sans, she she will take over. Sans, you have to hurry up. Sans, after hearing this, immediately run to Freeze. But before he can get any closer, Freeze was engulfed with a black aura with a hint of pink, and the burst of energy sending sand fly backward, and Fritz is screaming with agony, and Sensei, Freeze! Everyone was confused what just happened. The black energy engulfed Freeze, and no one can see Freeze at all. The black energy is look like a dome, and then the black dome that made of energy disappear. And they look at Freeze, and there's something different about her this time. Her hair is pink, and she wearing a tight jump, somewhat wearing a tight jumpsuit under her UA sport uniform, and his sport uniform is now about its color is pink, and her hair is pink as well. Freeze look at Freeze look at Sam, but her eyes still closed. And when Freeze opened her eye is now pure black, and her her pupil is now pink. And then she started laughing like a madman. Everyone was somewhat scared, and Sen with anger say, "What did you did to Freeze, player?" Yes, the player take control back, and the players say, "Oh, Sans, it's been so long since can talk to you." "Oh, Freeze? Don't worry, she are alright for now. Sensei, what do you mean by that? Sen, wi- without thinking through, create throw a big bone at the player. Player create a knife and he slashed it in half. Sen was surprised to see how strong the player is. And Sensei, how that bone was even Freeze has have to put a lot of effort just to cut it through. But you cut it through like a butter without without any force. You just swing the knife. And the players say, "Oh, Sans, unlike Freeze, I'm stronger than her." Anyway, the player looked around inside of the stadium, and since Sen was confused and he just realized the player is looking for someone. Sen tried to look where she is, and the player found her first and she said, "Found you." Sen looked where player looked and he see Ari with a papyrus. And Sen say, "I would let you touch her." Sans go to attack the player and the player go dodge every attack from Sans. And the player say, "Oh Sans, you really want to fight me so much? Are you miss our fight? Oh, I feel honored. So let's begin the fight, shall we?" Sans say, "So be it." But before they can start the match, Sans shout, "Alphys, now!" Alphys throws something to the air. It's about it's a orb, and the orb fly to the air, and Alphys press a button that he put on her pocket, and the orb is shattered. A green energy. The green light is engulfed inside of the is slowly engulfed the UA this the ring and send teleport Midnight and Cementos out of the ring. No, he teleport Midnight out of the ring because Cementos is not inside of the ring. And Sensei, I would let you touch her. And Sen shout to everyone to evacuate now. Aizawa understands this and he know that this is dangerous if Sen worry. So he bet he more worry than Sans because Sen is stronger. And to make Sen this worry, it's a big threat. Aizawa tell everyone to evacuate. Papyrus go to Alphys and tell Alphys, we have to help Sans. Let me go inside of it. And Alphys say, we cannot. And Papyrus say, why not? And Alphys say, the thing was made by Sans, and Sans say that this was somewhat a barrier to capture someone to trap there. And, and Alphys say that this will take it about 20, about just one day just to for the for the barrier to fade out. Wait a second. Sorry about that. I say the barrier uh, take about a day just to fade out, and you cannot this you cannot dismantle it or close it back. It's one time use. That Sen create this. He was he create this just to capture someone because of it if the person is a threat to the people around the area. Sen and Popeye hearing this and say, "Are you telling me that San is fighting alone in this fight?" And and Arfie's not, and she say, "The only thing we can do is just cheer him on." San no, Papyrus is mad right now because he cannot help his brother again. But he thinks to himself and he shouts, "Sans, you can do this! I know you can!" Arfis know what know what Papyrus is doing, so she shout the same thing. "You can do it, Sans! I know it!" And Eri with Papyrus and he say, "Papa can do it!" That fill me with a lot of cringe just to say that. Anyway, Shara is with Ezreal, Asgore, and Toriel, and they shout the same thing. And Sen smile, and he say, "So this fight, Pedro Cupid, I have no choice. Choice. The only choice I can make is just to win." And the player hearing this, and she laugh, and she say, "This unusual for unusual for you, Sans, but it's new and I love it. I like it. So let's fight." Sans say, "Yeah, let's do this." The player is on her fighting stance and do the same thing, and the players say, "Full power, 100%." So I was surprised to see that the player can use 100% of one for all. And Sensei, no, Sen think to himself, that big spear that just pierced through his chest is someone give her a reinforcement or something. And Sen cannot think anything more than that, and he say, "Soul of bravery." Soul of bravery come out from Sen's chest, and Sen grab the soul and absorb the power, and he go to his bravery form, and both of them run at each other and punch face to face, and it make a big gust of wind. If that is it, if the better not stay in or strong enough, the barrier will break, and the gust of wind can make some people fly out of the arena. No, from the stadium. Sad and the player fighting right now, and the player jump backward, and she say, "This is fun, but let's take up a dodge." The players say, "Soul burst," and Seth say the same thing, and both of them is engulfed with energy. The player right now is engulfed with a pink and red energy. Sen is engulfed with a orange and a red energy. Both of them is fighting each other. The player create a weapon, but it's not like a knife, it's a sword this time. Sen create a somewhat a baton, no, a sword, maybe, yeah, a sword. Both of them have a intense sword match. They are moving faster than I can see. Everyone was amazed to see how strong and fast they are right now. Sen getting tired and he know that if he don't end this quickly, he will lose. And the players say, "What the matter, Sen? Getting tired already? Please don't be that. I want to play more." Sen say, "That's enough." Sen swing the sword to the player's sword, shatter both of their sword, and Sen charge all of his energy to his left hand and punch the player to the gut, sending her fly to the wall of the barrier. And he not only go to the barrier, he fly down, and it somewhat make a drag mark of the concrete tile that Cementos made. And Sans turned into his normal form and he say, "That should knock her out at least for a few hours." And he heard something. It was a laughter, and Sans said, "No way. From that force, he should be unconscious. How can she wake up so easily?" The players say, "That was amazing, Sans, but I have to do my job right now." Sans say, "What?" Sans asks, "What do you mean by a job?" And the player explained about the pink stuff that appears through freeze just then. Early then was actually a somewhat a creature, and the creature told the player that he has to do something in return for let her control. And Sen asked, "What did the creature ask him for?" And the players grin and she say, "Chaos, to spread chaos around this city." Everyone was scared after hearing this, and Sensei, "I won't let you." And and the players say, "Oh really? So you have want to stay fight again? But I have to end this, Sense. So bye." The player create a knife this time, but it's more stronger than before. It's condensed, and Sen go attack him using all his attack, and the player always getting closer, and Sen try to dodge it, but it's getting harder, and he getting tired. And the last time he dodged, the player is in front of her, if is in front of him, and he say, "Well, time to take a sleep, Sen. Time to take a nap, Sen." He slash, she slash Sen at the chest, and the slash somewhat sending Sen backward and sending him to the out of the ring and break the barrier, and Sen fly to the and to to the sitting area, and there are big cloud of smoke. And while hearing this, and he says, "Sands!" Everyone was scared, and All Might is here, but he know that All Might tried to attack the player using one Patriot smash, and but the player catch All Might's face using her arm, and she say, "Don't get in my way," and and she throws All Might to one of the area of the sitting area. Everyone was scared because the girl that controlling Freeze right now is stronger than All Might. And the player walked slowly to where Papyrus, Eri, and Alphys is. And then she say, "Give me the girl and I won't hurt you guys. I will spare you this time." And Papyrus say, "Like hell I will give her to you." And the players say, "I never thought you are the one that to swear or curse, Papyrus." And Papyrus shout, "And you destroy my brother's life, torturing him and reset every time. Just for what? Fun? If I let her go, I will I cannot forgive myself at all. I cannot look at my brother without feeling ashamed to myself. So I will not let you touch her at all. I will not let you hurt her, let you touch her hair, single hair of her." And the players say, "You always the brave one, but you always an idiot one. You know that? You always try to think of someone that they can be good if they try, but that's the cause of your death." Papyrus getting angry, and the players say, "You choose death, so be it." The player creates a knife and he charges an energy slash, and before she can swing the knife, she hears, "I won't let you." He was surprised and he looked where the voice coming from, and she looked to see that Sen is standing up right now. And the players say, "How? You should be dead by that. You should be dead by the lot of the blood loss." Sen walked to the ring again, and and he is losing blood a lot right now. And the sensei, "I don't care if it costs my life just to stop you. I don't care if I cannot win, but at least I have satisfaction of put you down." I will not throw the towel yet. So your fight is with me, not Dan. And the player getting irritated, and she say, "Fine, so let's do this." The player go inside of the ring back, and then snap his finger, and then somewhat create something. A black shadow is engulfing the ring, and it create a cube. And the player asks, "What is this?" And Sen say, "The only way you can destroy this is by killing me." Wait a second. Sorry about that. I'm the only one that can deactivate. I am the only one that can turn this off. This is my final chance to put you down, and I will not let waste this chance anymore. It's the only one, and the only one that I cannot afford to not to be careless anymore. And the players say, "Interesting. You are really interesting, Sen. You always act like you are the weakest, but you are the strongest among the monster and the human now. So let's begin the match." And Sensei, no, he smiled and he say, "It's the beautiful day, as usual." And the player think to herself and he say, "So he will monologue like before. It's getting annoying. I better end him right now." The player slash and send an energy slash at Sand, but Sand blocked it using a bone. Sand created a bone and blocked the attack, and the player was surprised. And Sand say, "Birds are saying, flowers are blooming." Players try to slash, make an energy slash, but this about 10 times, and Sand block it every time. Listen, and Sand say this, "On day like this, monster like me." And the player was taken back, and he was expecting this. And Sensei cannot afford to not care anymore. Sen is smiling, and his eye is now pure black. And he was glowing. His eye is glowing red. And Sen is smiling. And everyone seeing this, and All Might was surprised. The player go to attack Sen. Sen blow the attack and show his show the player his attack. Sen punch the player. The player tried to go to attack Sen again, but before he go, Sen vanish, and she see the platform that she was standing before is now gone as well. And sorry about that. My parent bothering me again. Anyway, that way to ruin my mood. Anyway, the player tried to. The player heard something and he looked up to see. The platform is upside down right now, and Seth is standing upside on the platform, and it's upside down like Seth is walking on a ceiling. And the player see, what the? Sen using blue magic swing player up to hit the tile to the wall or a ceiling right now. And Sen put his hand down or up. Remember, Sen is upside down right now. So up is down and down is up. So I will say down. Or down is mean up. And and player seeing this and he immediately jump down. And he see that there a bone, but the bone is not like before. It's somewhat like a spike. And there Sen shoot a barrage of bone, but this is orange bones and blue bone at the same time. The match getting crazier and crazier. Basically, Sen's changing the direction and the basically of the floor of the ring to become a wall, a ceiling, and the floor a back. It's getting confusing, and everyone was surprised. And Alfie say, "How can he do that type of stuff? That cannot be impossible." And Papyrus say, "Yes, it actually can be It's actually possible if you know how to use magic properly." Papyrus Alfie looked at Papyrus and asked, "What do you mean?" And Papyrus say, "We skeleton actually have somewhat a special skill. We can somewhat manipulate reality itself, but we cannot manipulate reality to make like a building small. We can somewhat stretch it and make it move like make a mountain flat, and but we cannot maintain that shape forever. We have to let it go." And by the look of it, Sad is you do the same thing, but by the look of it, he using not only reality manipulation, but he using his shortcut or teleportation to make it go upside down, wall to wall. And after hearing this, was amazed. This is match getting crazier and crazier, and Sen getting tired, and Sen put the the platform of the ring to where it is to normal position, and the player say, "What are you, why you stop? Are you getting tired already?" The player is huffing. The player say that she can do this every day. She bluffing right now. And Sen say, "Let's end this." Sen create a sword this time, and this sword is different. It's created by a bone, but the blade of the bone sword is different. It's somewhat glowing with different different attributes of the human soul: bravery, integrity, passion, justice, kindness, perseverance, and determination. And their fear as well. And it's glow black and white as well. The players say, "So this is your final attack, huh?" And Sensei, "Yeah." The players know this, so she charged, create the strongest sword that she can make, and both of them ran at each other. And do you guys see that anime battle that when Both of the swordsmen clash, and both of them is opposite side, and one of them go down like that. Both of them do those thing, and nothing happened after that. Everyone was on the edge of the chair right now to see who going to win. And then Sanchez was cut again. Now he's have a scar in front of his on his chest, and it look like a cross. And Sen go is kneeling, and he cannot stand properly. He's standing on his knee right now, and the players say, "Huh, I win." And then she started to scream with agony and say, "What did you do?" Sensei, "What? Do you really think that I was aimed to kill you? My real objective was to free Freeze from your clutch, from your control." And the player say, "How?" And the player look at the sword that Sen made, and now he know the sword is actually was somewhat to cut his soul from his body. The player started to scream, and her light, and she starting to somewhat somewhat crack. There's somewhat a crack on her arm, and there on the crack inside of the crack there are glowing white, and the players say, "No, no, no!" And then it explodes. The barrier cube that Sen made is fade out, and their Papyrus Artist Endeavor, no, and Undead as well, and All Might, and half of the UA staff go to where Sen and Freeze is. And when they go, when the cube fade out, they see that Freeze is now normal, and they see somewhat a blob or a black glob is on the ground, but it's farther it's far from Freeze. And they go to Sans. Toriel go right up to Freeze and Sans, and she immediately using her healing flame to heal Sans wound. And then Shara go to Freeze to see if she was alright. And Freeze wake up, and she asks, "Shara, what happened?" Freeze look around, and Freeze see Sans, and she was horrified. She immediately go to Sans, and Freeze remember everything that the player is controlling him. Sans Freeze go to Sans. Freeze and Chara go to Sans and ask if Toriel if Sans will be alright. Both of them are crying right now. And Sans still conscious, and he say, "Hey Freeze, so you free from her control then?" And Fish cried, and she said, "That's not important at all. The important thing is you have to live. Please don't leave us again, Sans. We beg you." Both of them crying right now. Every Toriel, Alphys, Undyne, Pyrus, Escor, Ezreal, all of Sen's friend is crying right now. The hero seeing this, and they're on the guard because of the globe of the puddle of liquid, black liquid, and the black liquid somewhat take a form. Everyone is on the guard now. Whiskin? Oh, sorry. I don't. I forgot. I will still record it. Anyway, anyway, the glove take a form of a human, and it was the player. But the player now have somewhat a pale gray skin, and she has a pink hair, and she shout, "What have you done?" She shout at Sans, and Sans say, "I just, you just get dunked." Kiddo was smiling, and the player getting mad, and he tried to rush at Sans, but he was blocked by Papyrus and Undyne, and both and the player jumped backward, and he looked at Papyrus and Undyne, and Papyrus and Undyne was pissed right now, and both of them say, "I will not let you harm my friend anymore." Sans, you have fight your for your full to the last breath, and we will do what our part. So take a rest. And Sans smile and say, "Sure, I will leave it to you guys." Both of them smile and they look at the player with serious face, and the player say, "What? Do you thought you can beat me?" The player say, "I has defeated Sans before, and he the strongest among all of you." And Papyrus and Andai say, "Yeah, he is, but doesn't mean we are weak. Sans getting stronger every day, but doesn't mean we're not. We train ourselves to become more stronger. So it's time for us to pay back. So be ready." The player is on guard right now, and Andai and Papyrus somewhat glow, and the player was confused, and then Andai turned to his undying form. Andai, the undying form. And the player was in shock to see this form. And Papyrus create a Gaster Blaster, but the Gaster Blaster a, is twice the size of Papyrus' head, not as big as make. And the skull of the Gaster Blaster glowing is glowing. And Papyrus says, "Special move, Gaster Blaster, Dragon Form." Papyrus is glowing, and when the light fade out, everyone look to see that Papyrus is now not like a normal skeleton. He is somewhat look like a dragon, but without a wing, and he has a quite a big claw and a tail. The player was surprised and he think, when did this not like in the game? It's not when in the underground. How? How? Before she can think anymore, Papyrus and Andai launch an attack at the player. They both attack the player. Papyrus summoned a bone from the ground. Andai throwing a spear. A lot of spear. The player is pushing back right now. And then Papyrus and Andai say, it's time to finish this one and for all. Papyrus is charging a biggest, most powerful blast from his mouth and sends no. Andai is charging his spear in one attack and they fire at the player. And the player and there a big blast of energy and they look to see the player is gone. And I will no. Nah, I will not end it right here. Everyone cheer to Papyrus and Anda, and Papyrus say, "We are not the one that who should be cheered on. It was my brother, Sans." Papyrus point his finger to Sans, and Papyrus is on his usual skeleton form right now, and he pointed at Sans, and everyone shout Sans' name. And Sans was embarrassed and say, "Papyrus, please don't do this again. I'm not the type to like this type of stuff, you know." Papyrus say, "Yeah, I know, but you deserve it." And he smile right now and Sans smirk and say, "Yeah, but..." Then Sans look at All Might and say, "All Might, I think you should give our medal. And the winner of the match is praised." And All Might say, "What do you mean by that, young Midoriya?" And Sans say, "Well, the player maybe control phrase, but it's still her body, so it's technically Freeze win." And the player attacked me, sending me flying to the stadium out of the ring first. And do you guys that remember that Sans punched the player, dragged him to the ground? The player still inside of the ring, so she not disqualified. And All Might jaw was dropped to see after hearing this, and he start laughing and say, "Yeah, you're right. Let me take the medal and give it to you." The ceremony is different from the last one. Cementos make make the podium, and Chris is standing, but Seth is sitting on the podium. And the first place is Chris. The second place is Chara, and no, the second place is San, and the third place is Chara. And the winner, and everyone clapped their hands and cheered them on. Let's go. Let's go. Other side from the city. From the other side of the city, there a black liquid coming out from the sewer, and it take a form. No, yeah, it take a form. and it was the player. The player somewhat escaped, but her life is like a fish right now. He only have a fish life of the fish right now. His condition is serious, and she say, "Damn it, both of them getting stronger. I have to get more stronger. But where do I go from this?" And then she hear a voice, and the voice say, "Let me help you." The player is on guard, and he look behind her to see there's a person, and the player asks, "Who is she?" And the person say, "I'm the one that let you have control of the girl." And the player say, "Wait, why do you help me get control back? And who are you?" And the person say, "Oh, let me introduce myself. My name is Betty, or you can call me. No, my name is Bat Noir, or you can call me Betty." Mhm. I will end it right here. So sorry about my father interrupting a second, just a few minutes ago. But anyway, if you like it, please subscribe and leave a like. So see ya. Bye bye.